Well, that's a good way to start this next segment because hey, we're inside an airplane and we got magnetic fields and we got that act like conveyor belts. Also NAL, which is I think Netopian Airlines or something like that.
Probably.
And guess what we get introduced to?
Ooh, magnet panels.
Magnet panels. These can go to hell, as far as I'm concerned. Also, don't mind me, I am just closing my door so that there's no interruptions.
Do they?
And we got
Do they attract you
another.
if you're right next to one of them or anywhere on the same column?
It's the same column. It doesn't. It doesn't affect you on rows.
Or well, you're right.
Well, I mean, if you're horizontally next to them.
Well, I mean, what I mean is, if there's one on the very top and you're on the very bottom, does it still attract you?
No, you have to be a panel away for it to attract.
All right, at least there's that.
Yeah, they still suck though, and you will see why. Eventually.
Oh, I'm sure I will.
I mean,
Even more
it's
than-
pretty much the case for everybody, I'm sure.
even more
but-
than I'm already aware. This place is kind of neat, by the way.
And speaking of which, we
Seems
already
annoying to
saw
navigate,
the satellite viruses, or the Sparky viruses. Now we have red UFO. These ones are very interesting because they have a property of homing in on you and trying to steal your chip if
that-
you're not fast enough.
though. That sounds annoying,
Yeah.
and it seems it worked.
No, I just missed or got hit. I don't really remember what happened.
Oh, okay.
But hey, here's something we can do. Oh, wait. I just realized I have the wind chip, not the fan chip.
Oh,
Oops.
wrong direction.
Yeah. Because, I mean, I would have sucked them in and then I could have probably done something, but no.
Yeah, well.
But hey, 3000 Zenny. Definitely want to check every area you can.
Not bad.
That you can. Because you're pretty much in one-way situations thanks to these
Magnetic fields?
magnetic fields,
Yeah.
as Mega Man put it. Now here's the annoying part of trying to do VAR Sword, which is having no affinity of doing the codes. And I think it... Yep, there we go. Right on cue. I was trying to just say, screw that. It was a horrible segment. So we get to do it all over again.
Just gonna strike all that from the record, huh?
Yep. But not to worry, I don't think that happens again in this part. And hey, we get a program advance
Ooh.
out of it. Don't have to worry about that rushing Sparkler virus, which I actually didn't even realize was called Sparkler, not Sparky 2. Didn't get anything out of it though, except Zenny, but whatever.
Can I just say that the music here is really kind of cool.
It is.
I'm a huge sucker for music that uses like non-standard instruments and such. And considering they basically made it so that there are alarms as the instruments, that's cool.
I guess it does sort of sound like alarms.
Pretty much. It's as close to an alarm as you can get in actual good sounding music, I think.
There's also the sort of like the tapping and whatever you want to call it. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's really called tapping and all that. But hey, take a look at this. Isn't that a wide sword, or isn't that a life sword A advance?
Oh, huh. So it is.
Never see that.
Uh,
And here's where we can finally use fan to good use.
wrong chip. Oh, that is fan. That is the right chip.
Yeah, it was the correct chip. If it wasn't, I would just use it on the red UFO.
I can never remember which one is between win and fan is which.
So yeah, now you can see that I actually have the combo of the
Oh.
fans, the winds, and a gate man chip.
How?
And we also see
Haven't-
handy 2 viruses.
When did you start having that? I feel like you've...
Recently, I want to say, because I probably edited my folder after the undernet part.
I feel like you might have been able to have that for a while, but yeah. Maybe you just chose not to.
Yeah, actually, that is technically correct because I did get my chips back from Miss Millions, and so technically I should have probably done that, but I didn't feel like it.
No, it's fine.
Mm-hmm. And what's also fine is we get the Proto Man chip, which is far better than in Battle Network 1.
Now everybody
It
gets a
attacks
sword.
everything. And guess what we get?
Catcher N. Is that one of the important ones?
You bet it is.
I remember there's some Coda Catcher that's really important because if you don't get it, you won't be getting it for
Well, that's kind of a rare instance of not being able to pick up something.
Yeah.
Because I'm overburdened. So,
Catcher
N. Yeah, back then that was a chip I could never get because I was never lucky enough to get a good rank with those red UFO viruses. In this playthrough though, let's see how many we actually get.
And there's a chip trade involving that one. I specifically remember that.
Yes, there is, and it's definitely in your interest to do it.
Yeah, I also remember that chip trade is available right when you get back home, but you can't just go back and jack into a plane whenever you want.
No.
Understandably, but yeah, you're gonna be waiting a while if you don't get it now.
Mm-hmm. No, actually, technically, the person that we have to give it to, okay, that's 3.
Oh, wow.
Wait, are you talking about the upcoming scenario?
I don't know. I just know that sometime very shortly after we get home, there's a chip trade involving a Catcher N. Or it might not be a chip trade,
No, it is a chip trade. Okay. Well, okay, it's not a chip trade
that or a
per
request?
se. It's a request, and it is a trade, but... Or no, it's not a trade, it's just a request, actually. Also, we have the virus that I didn't look up the name of, which we barely see.
Are they Magnikers?
The Magniker. Okay, I'm just looking at the timestamp.
What a
Yeah, these ones are kind of
name.
like... Yeah, they're kind of like the...
what does it mean?
B-Tank... I don't know. It doesn't matter. But, they're kind of like the B-Tank viruses, almost, but not really, because they have this mag chip, this mag bomb chip, which I think is more of a column spread, so it can kind of paralyze enemies. That's number 4, by the way, I think.
That's... Wow, you're rolling them in.
And the thing is, in my past playthroughs altogether, I don't think I've even combined for 4.
Wow. Also,
that's how
we seem lost.
crappy my luck is.
We seem very, very lost.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember which way I need to go. Is this where it is? No.
Oh, we made it back to the blue demagnetizer.
And then I just remembered. Oh yeah, I already
it back
used
to the start.
Yep. So yeah, you have to hit these
didn't...
demagnetizers. Huh?
We just passed right by that, huh? I didn't even notice.
Passed right by what?
The right wing program.
Oh. Yeah, I guess that's what happened. But yeah, we need to hit the colored demagnetizers in order to progress and get to the alternate demagnetizer that solves the problem. So that one was for the whatever it was. I couldn't remember if it was the right wing. Now it's the steering, I want to say. I don't remember already.
Steering sounds right.
Yeah, because I know what the next 2 of the next 3 are. Yeah, because spoiler, we have to do quite a bit of problem. I don't even think problem solving even begins to describe.
Yeah, this is a serious problem. This is a bit more
Death
than a
scenarios.
problem.
I don't know. But Little Bomb Asterisk.
Well,
And Sneak Run ran out.
oh.
Good thing we still have more, but I don't feel like using it because I think there might be newer viruses, or I just feel like fighting them. I don't know. Another HP memory. I know I picked one up, I think, before we got on, and oh, there's Flappy 2 viruses in here. So,
Well, not for long.
So what I'm trying to do is that.
Oh, yeah.
See if I can line them up just right. And I love how the Flappy 2 virus all of a sudden moves down after it's hit.
It's nice to see that even though the Remo bit was probably already taken out by the time Proto Man was going to move on to it, he still tried to attack it anyway.
Yeah.
I was expecting
because technically he still has to.
Well, I was just expecting if that happened that way,
not.
it wouldn't work.
Yeah, the double hit wouldn't work.
Like, he'd attack once and then think, okay, my job's done here.
Those gospel jerks, where are they going to go next? Well, don't tempt fate, Lan, because you might not like it.
He knows.
Like the cabin pressure.
Ooh.
That is not a good feeling. Especially since, well, disasters in the past with professional athletes and all that have had the misfortune.
I don't know exactly what you're talking about, but
the cabin would freeze, and then yeah, that plane is.
That's what happens? Scary.
It's really scary, and it's happened on a couple instances in the past.
Planes are already.
Because I know a professional golfer died because of the cabin freezing up, and pretty much no one was in control of that plane, and yeah.
Planes are already kind of delicate matters.
Yeah, it's very delicate, and for, well, obvious reasons when stuff like that can happen, but then there's other reasons, but we don't necessarily have to go there.
Oh, well, I suppose so, yeah. Wasn't quite thinking along those lines.
So, I paused because I'm trying to think if I can actually do the button input, and guess what? I still can't do it!
I've never liked Varsword. I know it's potentially overpowered as all get out, but I can't make it like that.
No. At some point I'll have to learn how to do it because, hey, that's how you run Battle Network 3, because you pretty much use Varswords to do a lot of damage.
Even in Battle Network 3, I've never liked them. Even when, like, they introduced a better Varsword called Neovari, I never liked that either. I never used those.
Is that
sort of
Program
chips.
Advance, or is that something else?
No, that's like a Mega Class chip in lighter games. It's like a Varsword, except the combos are different and you can get better results. It's basically like the you know, the overpowered thing in the Varsword combo in Battle Network 3?
Yeah, the air slashes.
Yeah, it doesn't have that anymore, but Neovari does, basically.
Along Neovari's what game again?
At least 5, maybe also 4, I'm not sure.
I'm not sure if I know what that
Basically, Neovari is, they took the overpowered, like, they split the Varsword stuff into the normal good and overpowered good, and they made the overpowered stuff its own ship that's a Mega Class.
Meanwhile, while we talk about that, I still can't do Varsword combo.
Yep.
Input.
Ooh. Well, oh. Not quite.
And I'm just going to decide to get out here, and hey, guess what? I actually ran away.
Well, yeah, this is just the plane, not Undernet 5. Yeah, you can go back and get that full energy.
I can. I don't remember if I do.
Yeah, We might want to say that for later.
Mm-hmm.
We are busy.
Busy not freezing in sub-zero temperatures inside a plane up.
Did it really
millions.
get sub-zero?
No, I don't know.
I don't know that much about plane science.
Neither do I.
Or meteorology, for that matter.
For a sec when you said meteorology, I was too busy thinking science, but technically it kind of is science in a way.
Well, is that what things at that altitude would be concerned with, meteorology? Or some other branch? I don't know.
I don't know either.
Eh.
And this is a mistake
Ooh.
right here. I decided to do that while not waiting for...
Not quite the same.
Yeah. But we get to punch stuff, so that's always good.
Punching things is always its own reward. Oh, we didn't even land on the flames.
And I didn't even use the gate man chip. For whatever reason.
Yeah,
I
I
could have
didn't
easily
need to.
taken it out. But fortunately, we won't be frozen today. But now, all of a sudden, throttle is not working,
Yeah.
and we're slowly going to nosedive.
So, like, the Gospel Navi is in the plane network, right?
Yes.
So that means the operator is probably on the plane, right?
Presumably.
Why is he making his plane crash?
Act of revenge? Maybe we'll find out, question mark?
I mean, like, I'm pretty sure he has a job to do that's not making the plane crash.
On the other hand, actually, there is something I did think about, but I don't know if that would have worked at all. Technically, if he knew like how close maybe they were getting, maybe he had
Oh, just to
a
keep,
way to escape.
oh, like a parachute.
Well, see, now here's the thing. Technically, with what comes up soon, that would be an answer, but then again, it would be like, wait a minute. Would the parachute, if you try to go from the distance that you are, wouldn't you like feel the ultimate pain or something?
You mean like
Trying to do that?
would the parachute not slow him down enough?
Yeah, something like that.
They were at like what, 40,000 feet? I think.
Well,
isn't,
we'll
like,
see what
5,000
they'll
the
be.
limit. Let me.
Hard to say.
I think I can check real quick.
I don't know if I want to say they count down a little bit soon again, but I don't know. Meanwhile, inside the comp still, I can't do it.
The requirement set by the U.S. Parachute Association says the main parachute for a D license holder is 2,000 feet above the ground. That's actually...
The Parachute Association?
Yeah, apparently
what
they
it
have a
was?
parachute association.
Huh.
Never knew.
Okay.
But yeah, 2,000 feet is almost nothing compared to 40,000. That's the...
Pretty much, but I guess it depends on how like fast you're falling or whatever.
I'm assuming this is at terminal velocity.
Alright, let's see if he mentions where they're... We've gained altitude. Okay, so we don't really know where they're at. But it doesn't matter because it's time to land the gear. Or is it?
They're where?
Our last problem
Oh.
is that we're driving a car, but no, we'll belly flop.
Nothing making us shake, but yeah, we need those tires to land properly.
Yeah, and the solution you'd probably think would be to try to land in the ocean safely, but no, it doesn't work like that. So yeah,
That would be the next best thing, but yeah. Hey,
Also,
we got
if
a
you look
glimpse of
very-
someone.
yeah, somebody read. Hey, I wonder if it has anything to do with magnets, since we're seeing a lot of them.
Oh, we've got magnetic fields all over the place. Oh, I'm sure it's just a coincidence.
Probably. Who knows? Maybe it's Nitro Man. I mean, he's red, isn't he?
Yes.
And
they were very forward-thinking in this
I'm
game.
like,
Tapper no.
Yeah. Yep. That was really bad.
What?
But guess what I do? I actually nail it for the first time ever.
Yay! Tapper go.
Go, tap, go. Dun, 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 dun. I can't do the jingle.
I don't know what that jingle is.
It's an old cartoon.
Oh,
Woohoo!
that's very vaguely familiar.
Inspector Gadget.
Oh, okay. That's what it was. That's where
Yeah.
you were.
Yep, and I went the wrong way. I need to go this way. But we need to get rid of that thing because otherwise we can't progress and stop ourselves from belly flopping without the use of tires. And hey, is that a magnet? That looks kind of like a weird fashion statement.
Oh no, he's stuck to the computer. We have to save him.
Yeah, maybe that's why the landing gear doesn't work. So,
Oh,
I
dear.
decided to speed this one up because there's really not much I can do with this. And this is why I hate magnets. Because I can't hit that oh, I actually destroyed it.
Yeah.
And I get a double delete for the effort, but it's an 8 rank. Some reason.
That's, I guess, just the time it took.
Yeah, it was kind of that. The chips were pretty crappy and didn't really have anything to work with.
There's a lot of mystery data around here.
Mm-hmm. I think I have everything except for the full energy that I couldn't carry at the time, but don't
Nice.
feel like going back for. Okay, did I get the red thing? Yes, I did. And I also got a life sword.
Ooh.
Got an S rank. Got another time bomb F. And they're supposed to drop the other code, but they didn't. But whatever. And the gear program is up ahead, and
That means we're
well,
saving.
is he stuck?
There you are.
Are you sure he's a criminal? He could be the victim, you know?
Well,
But maybe not.
you're not supposed to bring magnets on a plane anyway, so
I came for the high power program. Oh,
we've heard that mentioned.
okay, I guess he did. Completion of the Super Navi.
So, yeah, question. If you need to deliver that thing, why are you making your plane crash?
Well, actually, I think I kind of know what the deal up here, yeah. Well, it is a deal up here. But anyway, I'm going to talk about this while we're listening to him and his story, I guess.
What's going on?
So yeah, he goes on for a long time, which is probably a good reason why we need to talk about something else. And, what was it? Oh, yeah. So basically, he has the super program, but technically he could send it through the wireless thing, probably.
I suppose so.
I think he's willing to sacrifice himself for evil.
Crazy man.
Yeah.
Crazy
old
eyebrows.
man.
Look at those. I just noticed those.
Oh, and speaking of crazy, his brother, in case you don't know, is Jack Electric. Who is he?
Count Zap.
Yeah, I never actually knew. And unfortunately, you probably won't know because he's never shown again in the series.
I think it's
unless
because
you count the anime.
I think it's because they got the last name wrong or something. So it wasn't that clear.
Yeah, probably.
Oh,
But
hey,
yeah,
son.
so yeah, he was poor and then he became powerful and I'm just gonna say it right now. This fight in general is an asshole.
He is Magnet Man. He uses magnet
Because
panels.
we have magnet panels, which can screw up your aim. And then he has this attack. He uses Shadow Ball, which I didn't get to dodge properly.
Ooh.
You have to move around it.
Yeah, that gets tough. Kind of have to
Technically,
lead it
there
the
is a
other
way you can get rid of these magnet panels by like maybe making another line.
Oh yeah, that's
He has the
probably
ability
that's a
to use magnet line.
That's a pretty good use for those line chips that the internet was selling, I suppose.
You can use it, but then he can summon another line.
Hmm.
Whether it's up top, middle, or bottom is not exactly known. Actually, here's another interesting thing.
Oh.
As we
Gator.
finally unlock Gator and just say, I'm just going to shoot my power right back at you.
Wow, that was fast.
Yep, that's our first use of Gator, and I am not sorry for cheesing him at all. Because guess what? We're going to have to rely on program advances later on anyway. But I was going to say, if you break one of the magnet panels, technically he will use another magnet panel, and you'll have like one above and one in the middle. And
oh yeah, so
knowing his plans are screwed up, he lets it out of the bag, and
yeah, action bug researcher, go.
Yep.
This is another part where I really like Battle Network 2's writing.
Mm-hmm.
They managed, for like one of the only times in the series, to remember that these conversations that are happening over the net are are involving people in real life, and so this guy's just in his airline seats going on and on about how he's going to crash his aircraft, and people are like, what's this guy talking about?
Yeah, actually that's the thing. It's like they must have missed that part, but then they finally hear the hijack plan, and it's like, well, you've done goofed, sir.
Yep.
But before we leave, we need to talk to everybody, because we want to hear their thoughts, what they think about the senile old man that is getting arrested. Well, I don't even know if I would say senile.
Well, if that dad was afraid of fights, it's probably a good thing he chickened out of this one.
Mm-hmm. And of course, we actually don't get to talk to Mr. Bald Spider Guy, because he's... Oh, with bad hair. I should know better than call him that. But there is one person we do have to talk to, and it is, of course, this guy.
Mr. Encyclopedia is one of my favorite characters on this flight.
You the miracle boy!
Yeah, we're the miracle boy.
We can't jack in, even though we jacked in earlier, but we're not going to worry about that. Can't exit through there because, I don't know, maybe they don't have the parachute slide thingy for the safe emergency landing there. I don't know.
I don't know, where... Oh, okay.
Yep. We're in the arrival lobby of where we're actually supposed to be, because, yeah.
That welcomer looked decidedly Electopian.
Oh man, we're so close to home. Oh, we're not going to show our passport? Well, you're stuck here in limbo, kid. Not really.
Oh, that's not a welcome party.
Nope. Get them bones walking.
But it's just as good.
Yep. Also, one thing I never pointed out is Gas there. He has a half and half suit.
Oh yeah, red and blue.
I completely forgot about that. And technically, yeah, that kind of goes in with Magnet Man.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, you'd be wondering about the blue part. Well, that can come into play a lot later.
Well,
as to the blue.
Huh, okay.
Well, not really. Actually, there's the red and blue on the plane, but whatever. We're done. To town!